In 1923, the power of the American dollar bill was immense. Its international reputation and relative stability made it the reserve currency for international exchange, and it was widely accepted around the world. It was the most powerful currency in the world, and it was backed by the gold standard. By the mid-1920s, $1 was roughly equivalent to about 23 ounces of gold. In addition, government regulations and monetary policies helped maintain an equilibrium between money supply and gold reserves. This made the American dollar incredibly powerful. In 1923, $1 could buy a significant amount, with the average American worker earning $1 per hour. A loaf of bread cost 5 cents, a pound of sugar cost 3.5 cents, and a gallon of gas cost 25 cents.
Wow.
This meant that with $1, a worker could purchase a loaf of bread and a pound of sugar plus 80 gallons of gas, a significant amount for the time. Today, the power of the American dollar has changed significantly, due in large part to the abandonment of the gold standard in 1971 and the emergence of a floating exchange rate system. Consequently, the dollar is no longer backed by gold, so the purchasing power of the dollar is no longer linked directly to the value of gold. Furthermore, inflation has diminished the buying power of the dollar over time. In 2019, the average American worker continued to earn $1 per hour. However, the cost of basic goods had become much more expensive. For example, the average price of a loaf of bread had increased to $1.67, and a pound of sugar had risen to 96 cents, while the average price of a gallon of gas was now $2.64. This means that with $1, a worker can now only purchase a loaf of bread and a pound of sugar with just 14 gallons of gas left over. The relative purchasing power of the American dollar, then, has decreased dramatically since 1923. This is due to an overall increase in the cost of goods and services and the abandonment of the gold standard. As a result, even with the same nominal wage, a worker's purchasing power is far lower than it was nearly a century ago. Today, the American dollar, along with a host of other national currencies, continues to be the primary form of exchange for goods and services in most of the world. The dollar's purchasing power has grown gradually over the past 100 years to reach great heights of stability and value today. However, recent developments in digital currency, most notably Bitcoin, have raised questions as to whether the traditional methods of currency exchange may become obsolete in the future. Thus, it is worth exploring the current state of the American dollar, its buying power, and the potential impact of Bitcoin on the American currency's future. As a measure of purchasing power, the dollar has fared well in comparison to other currencies. This stability has led to the growth of international trade, with dollars being used as a most common medium of exchange. This, in turn, has allowed companies to transact with ease across borders and resulted in a more integrated global economy, coupled with favorable economic policies pursued by the USA. Governments such as low taxes, the dollar has managed to hold its purchasing power over time. However, recent developments in digital currencies have opened up the possibility of a new form of currency exchange. Bitcoin, the most prominent digital currency, has been gaining traction in recent years due to its decentralized nature, low costs for international transactions, and the potential for secure, anonymous transactions. The potential to reduce costs and increase efficiency in international transactions has seen an increasing number of businesses and individuals turn to Bitcoin as a form of payment. In conclusion, the American dollar has long been a stable and valuable form of exchange, with the currency's purchasing power remaining relatively consistent over time. However, the emergence of digital currencies, most notably Bitcoin, has raised questions as to whether the traditional currency exchange methods may become obsolete in the near future. It appears unlikely that Bitcoin will completely replace the American dollar in the short term. However, it is worth keeping an eye on the development of digital currencies in the long term.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with others like yourself. And until the next time, make every way and every day count.